everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Vikings are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Jets defense that will need to be on its game.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Even the great one. Some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Nearly lost the football, but kept it after the fumble, but now they face a third down.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 65 yards. First carry now for Bishop Sankey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking, able to keep his outside arm free, string the play out so there's nowhere for the back to turn up. Then he gets to him and makes the play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll set up a throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bishop Sankey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a handoff looking right. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he cuts it right into space. Whoosh. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now come the Vikings. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. 190.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Let's go. 190. 190.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Let's go. Ryan back round. Check. Ohio.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. Ryan
And now here's a carry heading left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of... the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Matt Darr now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go. Brand 30. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Hey, check 24.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And now running right through it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hurry up. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 61 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This one away by the punter, Dar. Special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Gun. They'll look to throw. Shedding through the defense. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. To throw now on 2nd and 10. The swing pass caught, and they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gano's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right on the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down following the run.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right. Here we go. 38. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go. Three down. Flex round.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Darren Lee, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. White, 90. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And a give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go! What?
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, All that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Check guard!
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Side right! Flex round! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38! Ohio! Come on, let's go! White! Ohio! Ohio!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Vikings on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go! White!
He'll look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fresh set of downs here. And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A swing pass caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Shit.
They'll look to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Back to throw here. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They come out here in the I. Ball on the 3, 3rd down and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
No, check. Patriot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Ohio!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Jets on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is third down and 12.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Jets on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Robinson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams